Hey everybody, Jerry Gaskell from King's X, and you're watching Show Me Your Pick with Fruitcake Tony. Right on.
All right, welcome. We are live. Steve Rosen in the house. What's happening, Steve?
Hey, buddy, how are you, buddy? How's everybody?
Excellent, man. Welcome, Steve. Good to see you, sir.
Thanks, guys. It's been a little while.
It has.
Everybody's got guitar picks. What's the heck?
I know.
I don't have
they
one.
do. They do.
You don't?
I do too.
Wow.
You got a lot. I have a lot more since I've been on this show. I have a ton more.
Me too.
Crazy. You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
All right. Well, it is Saturday night, and this is Show Me Your Pick, and we are talking Les Paul tonight. We have had Les Paul on the show itinerary list for since the start, and we knew that we could not do a show about Les Paul without Steve here doing it with us. So I'm glad the stars aligned for tonight, and got you here, Steve. Welcome, man. It's good to see you. So good to see you.
Good to see you guys. Les Paul.
Right on. Right on.
Yep. An important dude.
Yeah, a little bit. You know, created an icon. Created an icon, and music was never the same since. You know.
No.
So what have you been up to, Steve? Doing a little, any book stuff, touring, speaking?
Yeah, I've been doing a fair amount of podcasts. You know,
Excellent.
Some guys that have me on, and that's always fun. Sit there and talk about yourself for an hour, right?
I seen a couple of podcasts and some interviews, and it was great. I enjoyed the Ted Nugent one, you know, and you see a lot of the, I still see a lot of Facebook posts and Instagram posts with, famous musicians and other people holding up your book. It's got to feel good, man. It's still
cool. Yeah,
still awesome.
Yeah, man. Thank you. Yeah, it feels great. Ted was amazing. I never realized. I thought I'd interviewed Ted maybe. I knew I'd interviewed him once. I thought maybe I interviewed him twice. And after I got off his show, I went back to look to see how many times I'd interviewed him, and I'd actually interviewed him 5 times.
Oh, wow.
Which is a little surprising to me. But the guy is really cool. Man, he's been great with me. And, had me on for that little second segment there, which he typically doesn't do. And, he was great.
Awesome.
Very, very cool. Yeah, man, awesome. Just reaching out to guitar players and trying to get them to support the book. And, there could be some interesting pictures coming.
Fantastic.
So,
Look forward to it, man. Yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's been great. Been great. Are you guys been good? You guys been taking care of yourselves?
Sure.
Yeah.
Busy.
Yeah, very good.
I'm good. Yeah, I don't know. You know,
Busy. We got through the Halloween season, the Halloween night. I was sick for like a few weeks actually, but I missed the Halloween show. It was just a bad cold.
brother.
I'm good. Yeah, I just had a bad cold. It was killing me, and been working a lot, so haven't been able to rest up. But now I'm good. But yeah, these guys. I mean, it's from what I'm seeing, it was a great show. You know, a ton of people in the community just doing shows, and it's a good time. It's a good time to be podcasting. Good time to be listening, watching,
man.
checking
Cool.
stuff out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun time of year.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I used to love Halloween. Fun, you know. How much candy can you get, you know? And then you go to the house that had the great, you know, Snickers bars, and you go back again, you know, and hope they didn't recognize you or something, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the full size ones, right? Not the house with like the popcorn balls or the apples. It's like, come on, man.
Oh,
Really?
God.
You know? But,
I got a great Halloween story, real quickly. My uncle, my dad's older brother, lived up in Bel Air, which is a very expensive sort of part of Hollywood, you know, above Sunset Boulevard. I mean, big houses and, you know, big money. And Alfred Hitchcock lived literally down the street. And my cousins told me, because they used to go trick-or-treating, they said when they went to his house, he would hand out dollar bills.
Oh, wow.
I just thought that was so amazing. Can you imagine him coming to the door and, good evening.
Good evening. Here's $1. Get off my lawn. You know? Or I'll put you in my next movie. You know? But yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
That's a great story. So wait,
those
so
days,
that,
the candy bar was only, I mean, some were 35 cents, 50 cents was like average. So he was basically saying, go get yourself a couple of candy bars. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Right.
that's funny.
So it is Saturday night around here. We are talking Les Paul, and a lot to talk about there. At some point, about the 1 hour mark, I guess, we're going to march into some 10-shot rock and roll trivia. And what we do is we ask you 10 questions about music and rock and roll trivia, and you answer over in the chat. And you got to be quick when you type, but the first correct answer that we see on each question, whoever has the most after 10 tonight, let me show you what we're going to play for. All right. So we're playing for a Bon Jovi guitar pick.
Nice.
Little gold shimmer, one-sided. And we're playing for a 2007 The Who guest pass, the peel-off kind, the auto peel-off that you stick on your, you know what? And that'll be at about the 1 hour mark for tonight. So, yeah.
Hey, Tony, just as a quick little thing to say here, I'm noticing several people in the chat, and Kurt actually just totally came to my attention here. He says there is a 30-second delay in the chat right now from what's going on here. And
yeah, when you first join the chat, it says it's in slow mode. I don't know what that means or how to get out of it, but so
right.
And they're saying how this will affect trivia.
It may not.
You know.
We'll still figure it out. Oh, even
All
Sandra's
right.
in the chat. Open that damn chat, will you?
Hey, Sandra, hang on a second. Let me go in.
I like to speed them along.
This may be a. Let me see.
Kurt says it's only allowing them to post every 30 seconds.
Yeah, I know where it's at. I know where it's at. I'm going in now to
Wait, you
change
can fix
setting.
that? You messed it up?
Yeah, I can.
Oh.
Good.
Aha. So
Go ahead.
I thought it was every YouTube or live chat. Tony messed it
All
up.
right, hang on.
Freaking Kurt Boner James. This guy's killing me, man.
All right.
Van Shipman says, there you go. Slow mode is off.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
Okay.
Yay.
All
All right,
right.
post away.
All right. Yeah, I guess it's like that, and I I had that on my mind this afternoon though, but it keeps you from, stacking comments
from spamming the chat.
Not spamming the chat, but anyway, but just to keep it. I thought anyway, it's back to normal. So rock on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on.
All right. So speaking of the chat,
everybody's
before
in here,
we
man. Everybody's in there. You better
get really too deep, Steve, into Les Paul, I think we should open up the chat. I don't look at the chat each week. These guys do.
I do.
So I'm seeing, all right, so 214 unread comments. Let's open it
people
up.
in the chat.
Let's
read them all.
That right there is why we open the chat, brother.
Right.
Okay, let's start
Welcome.
off right there. There is the co-creator of this show right there, Sandra Picorni. Good to see you, Sandra. Always a pleasure. Always.
Sandra.
Right on. Yes.
Miss Sandra.
Is Sandra okay? She doing okay?
She's doing fantastic.
She's got great videos too.
She's working a lot on her videos and stuff, and going to tractor shows, and she's a busy gal. Busy gal, Steve. We miss her here, though.
Oh,
absolutely,
yeah, we do. Yeah, but always nice to see her in the chat, though. Thanks for being here, Sandra. Yeah. All right. So
happy to hear that, Sandra. Sorry, Tony. Go ahead.
No, you're good. Let's start down here at the bottom instead of the top, like we should. But there's Andy Carson right there. Good to see you, Andy.
Charles representing with the shirt.
There's Lewis again. Good to see you, Lewis.
Hey, Lewis.
Right on, dude.
Right on, Lewis.
Yeah, Lewis was our big winner on Tuesday, Charles.
He's got a shirt coming.
He does.
Yes, he does.
Very cool.
Yeah, man.
It's on the way.
Yeah. He won the big Halenville Live merch choice. And there's Under the Bus Network in the house. What's up, dudes? There's Mr. BHB Jr. in the house. That's
probably
Bruce.
Kurt.
It is.
BHB, right on, brother.
Christopher Live Sawa. What's up, bro?
So,
good to see you, brother.
There's another quarter of the Under the Bus Network over there on YouTube Wednesdays, 9 o'clock, where we all hang out. Yeah, and there's another YouTube show that we like, Steve. It's called OU812. I told you about it a while back. Where is he at? This guy's on there.
John.
On Thursdays and Sundays, John DeShane.
Right on, John.
Yeah.
Ryan will maybe
this
show
guy
up a
right
little bit
here,
later.
he's our Van Halen brother, R2R3 Locking Nut.
Right
He's
there,
part of that crew, Steve.
Yep.
Nice.
They do good live streams. Yeah, go check
Great
them
tone.
out.
They have great tone and great sound.
I call them the Four Amigos.
Yeah, man.
I call them the OU crew.
There you go.
OU crew.
Blue Marks in the
Blue
house.
Marks. The hell's a blue mark?
Welcome.
Hey,
There's
welcome, bro.
Quentin.
Right on, bro.
What's
Nice
up?
to see you.
Q?
I saw that video, Quentin. That was hilarious. He had an unboxing.
Right on, Quentin.
All right.
Right there,
There's
bro.
our friend Ryan Hall, guys.
Ryan, you rock.
Hey,
brother.
Ryan.
Right there,
And,
bro.
and there is another quarter of the Under the Bus Network, Mr. Boner Jams himself.
man.
In the
Right on,
what's up,
Boner.
bro?
Mr.
Brad
Beesman.
Beesman.
Dude.
Yep.
Nice.
Oh, and
Keep it in
here's
short grass, bro.
There's another quarter of the OU812 crew just popped
Where
in.
they at?
Ryan just
His
came
ears
in.
There
are
he
ringing. They're
is.
at the bottom.
Yeah, there is the last quarter. I think Trev's not here.
Oh, we have all of them?
Yeah.
Where's Trev?
No.
Everybody but Trev.
Most of them. Good to see you, Ryan. There's our bro, Tommy.
Today.
What's up, dude?
Right on, Tommy.
Yeah.
Right on, man.
What's up, Tom?
You, dude.
Six Finger to Salt. Good to see you, man.
Hey, Miles.
Six Finger to Salt. Right
There's
on.
Patty Deal. Hello, Patty. Good to see you,
Patty.
What's up,
man.
sweetheart?
Right on, Patty.
We all love
Right
Patty.
on.
Right on.
Man.
All right, let me see. So
craziness.
if I have not mentioned your name, please type in the chat. I'm trying to scroll up and down, but it keeps going so fast that I can't scroll up fast enough. There's our bro Kurt 5150. What's up, man?
Right there, Kurt.
Good to see
Kurt,
you.
you see
He
me, bro.
is another quarter of the Under the Bus network, and I
Kurt the
know
squirt.
Kurt's keeping it in short grass. He's a player. No worries there. Good to see you, dude.
Kurt's got his finger on the record button too, so we better be careful.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Careful what you say.
I know. Be careful, exactly.
Or just let the chips fall, baby. One or the other.
Oh, yeah, fuck it.
What's up? What's up, Rob?
Robbie Stengel.
There's
right on,
Monique.
Robbie. Welcome,
And-
Robbie. It's
Hey,
good to see
Monique.
you, man.
Good to see you, Monique.
Hey, Monique.
Right on, ma'am.
Hey, Monica.
Nice.
She's gonna kill me.
Getting B.
Brad,
Van
how you
Shipman,
doing?
good to see you.
You got inside jokes
Hey,
going
Ben
on,
Shipman.
Steve. It's your cousin, right, Ed?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
her cousin doesn't really like Rush, and you know how I feel about Rush, so we kind of go back and forth a little bit. So I might jab her a little bit with some stuff, but you know,
Nice.
I don't know how you can't like Rush, but I guess some people don't, so it's okay. I guess
Rifle
all
Eagle in the house, guys.
Oh, I mean, Stingle rocks, man. Right on, Robbie.
Kramer guitar.
Robbie, what's
right
up?
on, man. Good to see you, dude.
Anyway,
All right. Who else?
I think you got them all.
Let's see. That's it?
Yeah.
Anybody
think
else?
you
I'm
got
not.
'em. Millie Vanilli was here, but I don't know where they went.
Millie, what's up?
Did we get Papa Blue?
We got some early birds that normally
Oh, there he is.
early bird
Papa
knock
Blue's
on your
here.
door like, you know.
Hey, Papa. Mr. Blue. Got Andy, got Dave. Did you get Dave Z?
Dave
Dave.
Z's here.
Right on,
Really?
Dave.
Right on,
What's up,
Dave.
Dave.
Dave
Nice to
Z was
see Dave.
in here earlier. And then he went to get a beverage, so he wasn't typing.
Okay. Well, as long as Dave Z and Sova are here in the chat, I know that nothing good is happening at the machine shop in Flint tonight. So,
Right.
but good to see you guys. Welcome everybody. It's Saturday night. This is Show Me Your Pick. We're guested with the great Steve Rosen here tonight, and we're talking Les Paul.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
man.
Yep.
Right on. So Steve, when you first started writing as a young guy, when did you first come across Les Paul?
I mean, I always knew who he was. I mean, I just, it was, you know, in my consciousness somewhere. I never really knew that much about him. I wasn't really sure how he played. You know, I think I knew early on what he had done. I mean, certainly I figured the Les Paul guitar was named after him, unless there's another Les Paul out there, you know. But it wasn't until a little later that I, you know, and I had a bunch of his records. I had a huge record collection, but I never listened to them. I just like collecting. And I was a kind of idiot that if I had one record by an artist I had to have every one, even if I never listened to that band. I mean, as weird as it sounds, I had like 15 Bonnie Raitt records and I never listened to them.
Wow.
I had like 20 Grateful Dead records, and I would never put on a Grateful Dead record. No offense to Grateful Dead fans. So I had a ton of Les Paul records and I never put them on, you know. I would always put on the same records, you know. I'd put on a Cream record or a Hendrix record, Spirit record, you know. But I just like collecting. I don't know, man. So
nothing wrong with that.
No.
Yeah. So yeah. I mean, I really found out about Les when I started writing. Well, I knew about him before then, but I really got into it when I started writing what would become my little biography about Jeff Beck. So I was writing for Player magazine at the time, Japanese magazine, and Beck was God in Japan. And so I started writing the book, and, you know, I'm writing, and, you know, I came to realize that Les Paul was like Jeff's biggest influence. I mean, he was Jeff's hero. I mean, I think at that point I went and put on some Les Paul records, and I go, oh my God, that's, you know, I see where Jeff gets all that stuff, all that Flash stuff. I mean, those were all Les Paul licks. Look, they were funneled through the mentality of Jeff Beck. You're not going to listen to Jeff and say, oh, he sounds exactly like Les Paul, but it wasn't hard to understand where those influences came from. And listening to Les was just, you know, it was just unbelievable. And then I read more about him and, you know, understood, you know, all the, you know, the multi-track stuff that he was coming up with, and, you know, designing the guitars and all of that thing. And he lived literally 15 minutes from where I lived in the Hollywood Hills. He lived, and I'm not sure when he moved, but I know that early on he lived on Kershaw Street, which was, I mean, literally 15 minutes from him. That's where his little, you know, workshop was and everything. So he was a local guy. So I'm writing the Jeff Beck book, and I thought, how amazing would it be if I could get Les Paul to write an intro? So somehow, and I can't remember how. Maybe that would have been the last days that I was writing for a Guitar Player. Maybe Guitar Player had a connection for them. I can't remember how I tracked him down. I really can't. But I did find him, and Les Paul wrote the intro to what would become the Jeff Beck book, the first documentary in print, 1978. No one had ever written a book about Jeff before, at least to my knowledge, they hadn't. Certainly not in this country. I mean, maybe in Europe somewhere someone had written a book. I don't think so. And I reached out to Les, and he was amazing. So after the fact, he had sent me a little letter, and this is his original letter. I mean, I love the little, I mean, it's just amazing, you know. And he wrote, Dear Steve, since our conversation yesterday, and I had called him, and so we had a conversation on the telephone, and I think he may have given me what he wanted in the intro, and maybe I recorded it. But I also think that he actually sent me the letter with the actual introduction, and I was looking for it, and I know I have it. I couldn't find it. But anyway, so he wrote me this letter. Since our conversation yesterday, I would very much appreciate a copy of the article so that I know what I am signing. I think he thought it was an article and not a book about Jeff. So I'm not quite sure what that was. Please shoot a copy off to me. I also recommended Jeff for a television spectacular if he is interested. Sincerely, Les Paul and Les Rice. Now this isn't obviously. This isn't that show that they did much later. And I don't know if there ever was one. Maybe he did one previously. I don't think so.
Steve, about how old was he at the time he wrote that?
Yeah.
About how old was he at the time he wrote that?
Oh, gosh, man.
Hey, Gretch.
It's so hard to do a timeline for me. I'm born in 61. I'm going to be 62. So he's from the 30s and 40s. So his era is so far before you. And so when I think of him, he must have been close to 55, 60 years old at the time.
I think he was born like 45 or something like that. I'm not sure. I don't think he was born in the 30s. I don't think he was born that early.
1925. He was playing guitar at 1925, making $35 a week, I believe.
He was born in 1915. He was born.
Oh my God, I'm way up.
He died in 2009 when he was 94. So yeah,
yes,
1915.
Yes. So his history spans like 100 years, and
it's crazy.
The fraction, that little part of history that you were fortunate enough to get, Steve, is fucking priceless, brother. It's priceless.
It was amazing. So I got to tell you how this story. I'm sorry. Go ahead, guys.
I didn't mean to cut you off, brother.
No, not at all. Not at all. And when I tell you how this story ends, it's unbelievable. You know that saying, no good deed? Well, I'm never going to do another good deed in my life, let me tell you.
Oh, come on. So, yes, you are.
Nice. So this is the Beck book that came out in 78. So there were, I'm not sure how many copies were actually printed all told. I think they sold about 5,000 copies, which was a lot, especially for Japan and for that kind of a book, And so they did, I'm not sure, I think they did about 25 special copies, like with a dust cover in gold, I forget what this is called. It's kind of torn, but it wraps around the book, there's a name for it, and it escapes me now. Sorry, guys.
You're right.
But the book jacket? No.
It would go.
There's another name.
Might be probably called. There's another name for it.
Yeah, okay. So this is the book jacket, it's the actual cover.
Oh, that's the yeah.
And this is it would like on cool books, it would have like.
So that's all the way across. You have to cut that off to open the book, right? Or slide it off.
Or sometimes you can
slide it. Yeah.
You can
slide it off. Yeah. Yep. Okay.
So the first 25 copies were kind of these special. I don't know if you can see the number in there. 003. So book number 1 went to Jeff Beck. Book number 2 went to Les Paul, and book number 3 went to Steve Rosen. So, so I subsequently ran into Jeff again, and Jeff kindly signed my book. So this would have been, actually, I interviewed him 3 or 4 times. So this was, I think, around Guitar Shop. So that's like late 80s, maybe. So here's the foreword by Les Paul, and I had him sign it. I don't know why he put 83. Oh, you know what? That's because I ran into him again in 1983.
Oh.
And in fact, Ed, that picture that you have, or Tony, that picture that you had on the intro of me and Les, and I had that white shirt on, I ran into him again somewhere, and that's where those photos were taken, and I can't remember where.
This photo here?
No, that other one, Tony, that you have on the intro.
From Glenn. Yeah.
That one there. Yeah. There's a couple photos there. So this is pre-internet, guys. So I actually sat down on a manual typewriter that belonged to my mother and typed this manuscript out. And this is what Les wrote. I can read this intro if you guys want to hear it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So, again, this isn't the original intro. This isn't his original letter, which he did send to me, and it exists somewhere. So Les, can you write an intro for my book about Jeff Beck? And he writes, I think the guy plays great. I really do. From the time I first heard Jeff, I liked his playing very much. One of the things that attracted me to him was his consistency, and the second thing was his phrasing and the heart that he played with. And this is very important because when I first heard some of the rock players, they were just playing notes and not saying much. And this is where Jeff doesn't have to necessarily play a fast run to prove a point. My estimation of him on record is that he does very, very well. And when I saw him in person, I was more than pleased because, again, he didn't get carried away by overplaying. And that makes me extremely happy. People often come up to me and say, do you really like Jeff Beck? And I say, I love him. I think he's great. And they say, we do too. Jeff has a very large following, and deservedly so. Jeff is excellent. He's one of my very favorites. Among all the guitar players that I know of in the rock field, Jeff Beck has more taste and more going for him than any of them. I've never played with him, but the kids would go crazy. They'd go completely out of their minds if we ever got on that stage together. Again, because I have such great respect for the man. I think it should be something we do one day before I hang it up. I can hear a lot of my influence in his playing, but not enough to hurt him. That was pretty funny. I always believed in making the guitar cry and say something, and Jeff does. Speed is the least important of all. Anybody can sit down and practice until they get to play fast, but it's what you're saying that's so important. Jeff can be whatever he wants to be. There's no reason in the world why Jeff can't become a superstar. He's got all the makings of it. And tell him I told you so. And tell him I told him so. So I thought that was pretty freaking cool. So
great.
Right. So I go out of my way to track down Les, thinking Jeff's going to see that. He's going to flip. He's going to love that, reading that Les said those things about him. So I write the book. I get this copy, and I think I was also sent 25 copies of the book. And I open it up, and the first thing I come to is this. Toshi Yajima, I don't have a fucking clue in this world who that is, went to Jeff's house, ostensibly, and took all these photos of Jeff in his house.
Oh, dude, that is so cool.
Wow.
In his cars, and yes, in any other contest, it would be amazing. Putting it in my book, not so much. I see this and I go, why is this in my book? I could not figure it out. And if you look through it, the Japanese do very strange things. So they put these ads. It's like an ad. Sorry, guys. They literally put ads, and some of these ads are so weird. I get that this is a guitar ad, but they put these ads, and it's like, okay. But they put this other content in my book, and honestly, that didn't make me very happy. The photos are amazing, and like I said, they should have, printed it in the magazine. So, I don't see Jeff again. Actually, after the book came out, for a while. I think the next time again was interviewing him for Guitar Shop, which was years and years later. But Robert Knight, who was Jeff's official photographer, I ran into him at Guitar Center, the one down on Sunset Boulevard once, and he goes, "Jeff fucking hates you, man. He fucking hates you." In that book. No. I go, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah, man, he fucking hates you." I go, "Why?" He goes, "Well, he just fucking hates you for putting the book out."
Wow.
I'm trying to figure out, why does he hate me? And I'm thinking, well, he saw all of those photos, and I think in Jeff's mind, he's thinking, well, yeah, that photographer came to my house, and I didn't know those were going to be in the book, and fuck Rosen, why did he put those in there? I had no clue what that was about. The other part of me that thinks that why he got so angry is that I went ahead and did the book really without not his permission, because you don't need permission. I wanted him to be part of it. I wanted to do an authorized biography. He would never commit to that. So after waiting, I just went ahead and wrote the book. I think that pissed him off. So, you know, you go through all these machinations and, you know, trying to do the right thing and get Les Paul to write this intro, you know, man. And he's just pissed off. So again, when I ran into him years later, that's when he signed the book. And, you know, I tried to apologize to him. Jeff, I had no idea that stuff was in there. You know, it was as foreign to me as it was for you, you know, and, you know, he just kind of shrugged it off. And he wasn't really moved, but he was a little confrontational when we spoke. Honestly, I'm surprised he just didn't get up and walk away. Yeah, man, you know, try to do the right thing and Les Paul and all of that. And no good comes from it.
I mean, it's not your fault. No, it's not your fault. And at least he didn't like punch you or anything. He gonna call you an asshole.
Yeah,
you know?
Right.
He could have, knowing Jeff, he could have. It was a really good interview. I mean, that's what I can't understand. That's when he was playing with Terry Bozzio and Tony Hymas, I think. And Terry, who I'd met before, I met Terry back with Missing Persons, was a very, very sweet guy. And, you know, after I spoke to Jeff, I spoke to Terry. He goes, listen, man, don't take that personally. I think Terry had experienced that Jeff Beck thing, you know, playing with Jeff and all that, you know, and he says, man, don't take it personally. And Jeff could be like that. I go, oh, well, thanks, man. You know, I mean, it was weird.
Everybody has a bad day, you know, everybody has a bad day, and you catch somebody in a mood or someone sees something and it pisses them off. It usually doesn't really last too long, you know? So,
maybe. Well, maybe. I think Jeff's one day of bad behavior lasts about 8 years, but we won't go there, you know. Look, I mean, you know, you know how much I love the guy.
Yeah,
he's my favorite.
You're not gonna not like the guy. I mean, look at Yngwie. He apologized to you.
Yeah, not the first rock star you've caught on a bad day.
And that's okay, dude. As many as you talk to and have interviewed and have interacted with, you know, you're bound to run into someone having a shitty day. So, and it's hard. It's easy for us to say, "Oh, you can't take that personal," but of course you do. You know, he's your freaking hero, and then you to find out, oh, he hates you, man. Just like, you don't want to hear that. So, but you know, it's you don't know what the situation was. You don't know how it happened. Maybe he had a bad sandwich at a deli. Who knows? You know?
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah. And you know what's strange, real quick, and this is kind of Jeff Beck related, really not so much about Les. I think about 88, maybe a little later, 90, 91, 92. I wanted to try to get my book published over here, you know, because it only came out in Japan. And I wrote to 24 publishers, and not one publisher wanted the book.
Wow.
Oh, Jeff, no, we're not interested. No, we're not interested. Big music publishers, and nobody wanted them. Wow. I was shocked. And I have all those letters. And for 3 cents, I should go put them up online and embarrass every single one of those.
There you go.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Well, look at this. You know?
Revenge isn't sweet. You've never tasted it then, guys. I'll tell you.
Yeah. Absolutely, man.
Yeah, but Les was amazing. And then in 84, that photo that you showed, Tony, with when Les and Edward were inducted into the inaugural Guitar Center Rock Walk, he was fantastic, you know. And you know, when I approached him, you know, I thought, oh, if I can get Edward and Les together to talk, you know, how amazing would that be? And so I go over to Les and say, Les, you know, Edward Van Halen is here, you know that, you know, would you like to talk to him? And Les says, yeah, man, if he wants to talk to me. So I go over to Edward and I go, Ed, you know, Les Paul, you know, man, would you like to talk to Les? And Edward says, yeah, man, if he wants to talk to me, you know. I just thought that was so amazing those guys would say that. And then got those two guys together, and Don Landy, who was there that night, you know, so I go upstairs, and, you know, that conversation was in Guitar World, and I expand on that in the book. But that was amazing. I mean, you know, in the book I write, you know, how many guitar players can you name who not only built their own guitars, but played their own guitars. And I can only think of 2 others. Les was one of them, and Brian May. I mean, if there's somebody else is out there, yes?
What was this occasion,
no, I'm kidding.
Steve?
I'm sorry?
What was this occasion again?
That was the first induction of guys into the Rock Walk, the Guitar Center, you know, where they put their hands in the cement.
Yep.
And there was a bunch of amazing people there that night. Remo, you know, Mr. Remo of the Remo Drumheads. One of the Martins was there from Martin Guitars. I think one of the Ludwoods was there.
A lot of us have seen that image, Steve, though.
Yeah.
It's pretty historic image.
It's pretty amazing, you know. I mean, you know, also because Don Landy, I mean, I don't know if Don ever went out. I mean, you see, you know, 1 or 2 photos of him maybe. And it was really great because at the end of the conversation, and Don was there the whole time, you know, and I knew Don pretty well. I mean, I ran into him up at 5150, and he was great. I mean, Don was amazing, you know, and there you go.
Yep.
You know, Don was saying, yeah, man, it's really great you got those guys together. And I go, oh man, thank you, Don. And he said, you know, I've been coaching Ed on all the things that Les had done, you know, and I thought that was amazing. The room where we were had filled up with people by then, and it was really noisy, and it's hard to kind of hear what Don is saying. I was able to pick up, a couple lines which appear in the book, you know, but that was an amazing night. I mean, that was, you know, that's how the introductions are supposed to work. When I introduced Edward to somebody, you know, not so much with Richie Blackmore, but, you know, 1 out of 3, you know, he and Billy Gibbons were pretty cool. Pretty amazing.
Cool.
Yeah. My Les Paul stories.
You interviewed a lot of people that surrounded Richie, even Ronnie James Dio, man.
Yeah.
That's an awesome interview.
Bo Diddley built his own. Also, he did. Brendan B. Squared, he builds his own too.
Yeah. Yeah, but I can't play.
Do you play them?
I do play them. Not well, but I do play them, Steve. So
okay.
Yeah.
He can play a shovel.
He rocks.
Yeah, I can play a shovel. Play a mean slide. I do all right. I'm happy with it. I wouldn't be going on tour in front of people, but yeah, it's fun.
Steve,
it's a lot of fun.
Steve, let me ask you. So, how well in his life? How well did you get to know Les Paul?
I mean, I ran into him, you know, so he writes the introduction for the book, the Beck book, and I talked to him on the telephone. I ran into him again, and I think maybe that's the first time I'd ever met him. You know, the picture you showed before, Tony, I wish I could remember where that was. And then again at the Guitar Center induction, there may have been another phone call in there somewhere. I can't remember. I mean, look, it's not like I really knew him, but he was just an amazing guy. I mean, you know, Les was one of these guys. I don't think it was his ego. I don't think he really had that kind of an outsized ego, but he wanted you to know what he'd done, and rightly so, you know. I mean, I saw that, you know, in the conversation with Edward, you know, and that was great. You know, he was talking about, you know, creating all the guitars, you know, and Gibson not being interested, you know. You know, he famously talks about the SG, which he didn't like. He didn't think it was any good. And that became like, I don't think it was, it may have been Gibson's best-selling guitar. I think it might have outsold the Les Pauls, and he thought it was terrible. the neck would wiggle around. That's why it has the SG. It's called an SG and not a Les Paul. And then there were a few models called the Les Paul SG. Clapton's is the most famous. The painted one, which just sold. Or it's going to sell. Yeah. That would be a cool guitar to have. If you had like disposable, 2 or 3 million.
Oh yeah.
Can you imagine? Real
we
quick,
that line around our sock drawer.
Yeah, man. A little side story. So my buddy Jimmy Waldo was in a band called New England, and then went on to form Alcatraz. And New England was produced by Todd Rundgren. So they went to Todd's studio, Bearsville. I guess that's outside of New York City somewhere.
Bearsville's upstate a little bit. Yeah, it's upstate a little bit. So, yeah.
So they're in there early in the studio one day, and they're waiting for Todd. And Jimmy goes, snooping around, and he opens a closet, and he looks and he sees a guitar case, and it's the Fool guitar. Todd owned that guitar. Excuse me.
Good to see you.
The neck had been broken. I think Todd fixed it. I told Jimmy, and Jimmy sent me. He didn't take a picture with the guitar. And I go, you freaking idiot! Why didn't you do that? I said, more than that, why didn't you just steal the guitar? Why didn't you just take it and run away? Fuck having Todd produce your record. Take the guitar, go home. Todd would have never missed it. And Jimmy said he probably wouldn't, because it was literally in the closet with this broken neck. I'm not sure how Todd got it. I don't know that story. Yeah. Can you imagine that? He did play it. He did pick it up and played it, but yeah, pretty unbelievable.
That's excellent. That's
pretty
incredible.
Unbelievable. So, yeah. I heard that when Eric first got the guitar, and that group called The Fool painted it, that the guitar was still a little tacky. The paint was still a little wet. I mean, not wet,
Wow.
Slightly tacky when he first started playing it, God, what an amazing guitar.
It's incredible.
Les Paul Gibson Les Paul. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
That's okay. I was talking about this book earlier.
Yeah.
And I was looking through it, and they had like the 10 most expensive Les Pauls made and sold. But I mean, some of them.
Book up again, dude.
Yeah,
nice.
I got this for my birthday from my mother-in-law. I got it back in September, way before we even knew we were doing this show. So it's pretty good foreshadowing, I guess, right? But like some of the ones that sold.
Can I guess, Brendan?
Yeah,
can I guess?
Ahead. Yes, you can.
Keith Richards.
Is not in there.
What?
So it's not one of the top 5 that sold. I'll say that it may be in there. Let's see. So, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I would say one of Jimmy Page's, but I don't know if you ever put any of
Yes.
those up for sale.
Well,
Jimmy Page?
his is in there like as one of the most estimated expensive at $15 million. That's an estimate.
Oh, you mean if he were to sell it, that's how much?
Yeah, if he were. I mean, so those were ones that are estimated, but they actually have ones that did sell. So ones that sold, the one that I saw was Dwayne Allman's gold top for 1.25 mil, and then Les Paul's 52 gold top sold for $930,000.
Are there
David
images
Gilmour
in there?
What's that?
Are there images in there of those?
Yes, there are. So
Load 'em up.
yeah, so that's Dwayne Allman's. That's Les Paul's. This is David Gilmour's 1953 gold top. That sold for $447,000.
Damn.
Wow.
Then you got Neil Sean's gold burst of 59. It's sold for $350,000.
Wow.
1953 Les Paul custom sold for 330,000. That's this one. And
Who's
then the
that?
Edge,
Okay.
that it didn't really say. It just was a custom shop, so it doesn't say. No one previously owned it, I guess. And then the Edge sold his for 288,000. But what I was saying before, I should have showed these pictures before. Like, Eric Clapton's the Beano Burst. They're estimating that. They're estimating that $20 million if he ever would sell that. And then Pearly Gates, Billy Gibbons has it, but so that's worth about 10 million. Wow. And then Greenie, we all know that's been all over the news with Kirk Hammett and stuff. They're estimating that at about five mil. But that's crazy that guitars can. I mean, I get it, but they can go that expensive or that valuable, right? I mean, we know, but geez.
I mean, you also got to think. I mean, just in sheer number, how many Les Pauls were made in '58 or '59? I mean, I don't think there were many. I think there were like a couple thousand, right? I mean, it's not like there's 25,000 cars floating around. So even just by sheer number, there just really weren't that many. By today's standards, it's
right. I'm sure I could find it. Oh, and of course I'm flipping through, and of course I see little Eddie in there. So of course you got to see that.
Well,
all roads, right, Charles?
A lot of those estimates too, though, are very hypothetical. Though I mean, those guitars will never be sold. So that estimated market value is
exactly.
Man.
Yeah, they'll never part with those. But I mean, if someone offered them $20 million, I might take it. But
except none of those guys needs the 20 million. I mean,
exactly right. Yeah, none of those guys need it.
The insured value of all those items are estimated that high for a reason, so that if they are lost or stolen, they are replaced at a much higher value than what their cash value is.
Makes a lot of sense.
I was holding. I'm sorry, guys. Typically, in that auction house called Julian's, they do a bunch of Edge guitars went up there. Just it's amazing to me. I mean, they have a long history. They're obviously a very established auction house. But my God, can you imagine the money they make just for? I mean, it's. I mean, I don't know what they take. I'm sure they take. Well, it might be a sliding scale, but
I'm sure they take a percentage, though.
10 or 15% of all.
10 or 15% of $1 million is a lot of money.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
Well, I mean, it's one thing to buy one of those guitars that Ed put out there in 2012 like that, but you're never going to get the chance in this lifetime to buy Pearly Gates. You're never going to buy that. So there's no need to think of how much it's worth,
They're just going to put an astronomical value on that. So, it's just not attainable, But that's okay. Hey, look what time it is, Tony. We've been having a lot of fun.
We have.
See what time it is?
Do I have music?
So far.
Not yet.
I don't hear music yet.
Well, I'm getting it. Jeez, you guys are killing me. I can only press so many buttons. I was holding up a picture book so Boner Jams and Kurt could understand it.
What time is it on the clock? Oh, yes. All right.
It's not playing. Maybe there's a delay. Oh, there it goes.
All right.
Yeah.
So that is the sound of the 10-shot rock and roll trivia music. Yeah, it is. So that's the signal. So we are being pushed into 10-shot rock and roll trivia, where we're going to ask you 10 questions about music and rock and roll trivia. The first correct answer that we see in the chat, Brendan is the judge and juror and executioner, and worse. I don't fuck with him.
But
no, he
just listen to this,
What could
boys.
be worse than that?
You know the rules. I'll rickroll you.
You know the rules. That's
Hey guys,
right.
I'll be right back.
All right,
right,
Steve.
brother.
So the
This
first
microphone's still on.
correct answer that we see on each question will be the winner of that question. Whoever has the most after 10 questions, and we do have a tiebreaker in
All
place
right.
should we get to that kind of situation. But we're giving you tonight, we're giving you a The Who guest pass from 2007. Look. And it's one
Cool.
of these auto things you stick off and you stick right on your
I wouldn't put
you
it
know,
there.
you know what I mean, dudes.
It won't last
Do I have
long.
one
if
of
you
those?
do.
Do I have one of those in here, Tony? Do I have one of those in here?
One of these? No, you
I-
don't.
what-
But our winner is
Oh.
going to get this Bon Jovi pick and this Who pass if they answer the most correct tonight.
I might have a chance to get a Bon Jovi pick.
Sorry.
I heard they're getting back together. You're gonna be doing a tour.
Yep.
Who?
Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi.
Sambora.
Get
They
back
might be
to-
reuniting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Sambora and John were talking, so we'll see.
They
Right.
need to get back together. And you
They
know what
do.
else they
One
need
more.
to do? You
That's
know
a
what else they
must-see
need
show.
to do, dudes?
What's that?
I'm going to say it here and I'm going to say it now. I was a big Bon Jovi fan in the early days, you know.
Oh, sure. Me too.
84, 85, 86, 87,
86 is-
88, 89. I hope
I
they
played the
find
shit
their
out of
rock
Slippery When
roots.
Wet.
I hope
They will.
find. I hope if they get back together, I hope they find their rock roots, because the first 3 or 4 years of their existence was fucking kicking.
Yep.
She's
Yeah, I was a
little
freshman in
runaway.
college when Slippery When Wet came out. I played the freaking grooves off of that CD.
Oh,
You know?
Good
who
times
didn't?
right there, bro. Good times.
Right. It might have been a cassette
All
at that
right.
time. Did they have CDs back in '86? I can't even remember now.
I don't. Well, barely. Yeah.
I don't know. Probably a
They're
cassette.
probably like four. I think they were like $40 each at that time.
I don't remember. Had to be a cassette. I don't think I had a CD player. Who the hell knows? Now I got to go back.
All right, kids.
Anywho.
So know when we venture into this that it is a fun as hell way for us to give back to you guys. We enjoy giving these cool prize packs out. But between the StreamYard that we do this on and YouTube where you see it, there's a delay which mixes up the chat order. So what you see on your end playing this 10-shot rock and roll trivia game, as far as your answers go, stacked up against the other chat members, it might be a difference between what we see and what you see. So please understand we do have a tiebreaker in place. We will take the time if there's any discrepancies in answers. We got all night, so yeah, no worries there.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out, but we want to give this away to you. Thanks for being here. Yeah, we do this
Don't send me
every
any hate mail.
Saturday night. Yeah, no hate mail for the judge, please. He's
Sorry.
a fair judge.
I could take it. If I make a mistake,
All
and I
right.
do, I'll own up to it. All right, let's go.
So good luck,
let's bring it.
everyone. The first correct that we see is the winner. All the guys here know the questions and the answers. If you are the winner, there is a trivia winners email down below. It says trivia winners email.
That makes sense.
By the way,
And-
Tony, I have seen numerous people in the chat requesting Leatherbird.
Uh-oh.
I'm just putting it out there.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Just-
Leatherbird.
You did say that it was going to be, you're going to be wearing that from now on. I think I saw somewhere.
Yeah, I think you did.
Is that true?
You
No,
promised.
Is that true?
I didn't promise it.
Sort of.
I came clean. I came clean on Leatherbird. It was for Halloween.
Nobody asked for
Slave?
Rob?
Was that Mr. Slave?
Not
that's
Mr.
Rob
Slave. I was Rob Halford. You
hold that up again. Ed, I must say though, with the vest and the hat and the jewelry,
rings,
you look kind of sexy, brother.
You're rocking it. I was believing it.
Yeah.
You could have been
Thanks, man.
any one of those, you know? You could have been.
The guy from the Village People?
Yes.
No,
yes.
don't say that.
That guy, you could have been Mr. Slave.
Whatever. I was a metal god. Halford, I was a metal god, man.
It's
I'm happy with that.
We're gonna, if we don't get into this, we're gonna get in trouble here, man. God,
we started later than this.
I see trouble. TRUBLE coming. We got to get into this. We do. Good luck, everybody. You're back from the fridge. Mayonnaise on the sandwich. You need a napkin. You do. All right.
Flush the toilet.
Number 1, good luck. First correct that we see.
Yeah.
We're getting into it. So good luck.
Some good ones in there, some tough ones in there.
Here we go. Number 1.
Oh.
Nice. Number 1. Good luck.
Get your ass back here. All right, go ahead.
This comedian was the first comedian to ever open for Metallica. He also toured with Alice in Chains, and he lived with Eddie Van Halen at his house. Name the comedian.
Oh.
Tony's coming out with a layup.
Kinnison. No, Ben Thompson.
Coming out with a layup.
It's not Red Fox.
Come on.
It's not Dice. Jeez, look at these guesses, man. Now it's not Dave Chappelle. Oh, boy.
We're the Van Halen fan.
Bob Hope.
Good guesses, man. Good guesses.
Greg Ferguson, no. Jim Gruber, no.
There
it is.
Great guess.
Ryan Hall is in. I mean, not Ryan Hall. Ryan OU812 Ryan.
OU812. Yep.
Craig Gass.
Craig Gass. That's right.
He told a great story.
OU812 Ryan.
Yeah. Come on. That's a great story. Look that up on YouTube. Craig Gass, Eddie Van Halen. Hilarious story on the Opie morning show be? That right?
Opie and Anthony. Yeah. Opie and Anthony. Yep. I used to listen to that show every day religiously. I met those guys. They were funny as hell. Great guys.
That is a great story, though, by Craig Gass about living on the couch in the studio at 5150 while they were reuniting with Sammy in 04.
Yep.
Yeah. Funny as hell. All right. Okay, OU812, Ryan is on the board. Now, Ryan is the captain of the OU812 crew over there on YouTube that we check out on Thursdays and Sundays. Yes, we do. You'll find us over there hanging out.
Yep.
We're usually eating, while we're over there, but it's a great time, and it'll be great to see you if you can join us. Yep.
Yeah.
So... all right.
Number 2.
So number 2. All right. Are we ready?
Try not to sing it, Tony.
We're going to keep the tradition. Number 2 is going to stay the same. You got it. Complete the next line to this song, and we're not going to sing it this week. I think I did last week.
But you could, and you'd rock it if you did, Tony.
I know I would. I'd fucking bounce it.
Hobo Roadie.
I did in the green room. It wasn't pleasant.
It was. It was stellar. Complete the next line of the song. Now, I just want to get close to you and taste your love so sweet. And I just want to make love to you, comma, complete the next line.
I think
Need all the words. Need all the words
Jay Santiago.
in order.
Jay Santiago has it.
feel
Right
your
before
body
Metalworks.
heat. Got it.
Way to go, Jay.
Still the night.
Little
I
white
know.
snake
You can't. We were all singing it.
action.
And it's still the night.
No,
Adam
Kurt,
Roach,
where
good
you
to
sit-
see you, dude.
Where you
Adam.
sit down and poo.
Hello, buddy.
We are
My buddy
feet
Adam.
friendly. We are feet friendly.
Adam,
around
what's up,
here.
buddy?
We are.
My guy in
Adam
Australia.
rocks.
Yeah.
You rock, Adam.
Yes, he does.
Adam absolutely rocks.
And I also wanted to say hello to Daryl. Daryl Shipman, my buddy.
Cool.
Right on,
Yep.
brother.
All right, so
Right
we are
on.
off and running 10-shot rock and roll trivia. OU812 Ryan and Jay Santiago are on the board after 2 questions. Going to question number 3. You know what question number 3 is around here, Steve? We get them to ID a band and we show them a picture of a band and they got to guess it. So the first correct that we see, you guys are going to dig this. So get ready, type, and we'll show you this. First correct, number 3. Good luck.
Right on, guys.
All right. There it is. All right. Who is it? Who are they?
Jay Giles, Bang. Oh, no.
Thanks, Rob.
The Plumpkins. Not Boston, but a good guess, Davesy.
It's a really good
That's-
guess.
Not
Dave
yellow,
G
that's
and-
another
Yes,
good
with
guess.
Boston. And
Yeah.
I see the Boston in the yes.
I thought
Yeah, I
the
can
same
see it,
thing.
but it's not.
too. I see that
Yeah.
ELO.
ELO's another good one,
Yellow,
yeah.
yeah. Toto.
Yep.
Toto.
Yep.
Kansas, no boner jams. It's not the split ends, no.
And Lizzie.
No, not sure.
Hey, just so you guys know that
No.
Steve Rosen got it right away.
He did.
He got it
There
right
it is. Jay
away.
Santiago. Jay Santiago did too.
Wow.
With Nazareth. He is
Very
correct.
good, Jay.
There he
You rock,
is,
brother.
Nazareth.
Right on, Jay.
That guy with the
Jay Santiago jumps on out to the lead too, right?
Yes, he does.
the
2
guy in
to
the
1.
far
Yep.
left looks like the guy in the far left
Looks like Tony Iommi.
He does.
does.
You're
He
right.
does.
Yeah.
A little
But
bit.
the guy in the middle does, and the middle and middle right look like they could be in either
Boston
Blue Oyster Cult or Boston
Or Toto.
or ELO.
or Toto.
Almost
Yeah,
looks
anybody.
Luca
Any of
down
those.
the middle.
any of
A
those
little
groups.
bit. Anyway, yeah, jeez.
Somebody
that
said
was a
Mark
tough one.
Swarovski from Crocus.
Crocus,
Yeah.
that's a great answer
Yeah.
too. That guy in the middle looks
That was
just
a good
like
guess.
the singer.
Yep.
You are right.
That was a good guess.
Crocus
All
in
right. So, yeah, so-
1978.
So
All
Jay
right.
is out to an early lead, and let's hit number 4. Pop
Okay,
loss.
so we are going
Docking.
to question 4. Jay Santiago. Good to see you, Jay. You're kicking it so far. You got to stop Jay, guys. OU812 also. And
Try me, bitch.
I see, looking at the chat, there are some strong trivia players. Plus, there are, we can name 2 or
Yes.
3 lurkers who are out at the grill just laughing at our asses
Yep.
right now, going, I'm going to fucking win.
They're
And
talking
they're laughing
smack.
at us right now. They are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear them out there just
Right back.
saying, like,
Try me, bitch.
and
Stupid.
they're
Exactly.
saying it. They're saying it all over, man.
All right.
Freaking
So
crazy.
number 4, we're going there. Good luck. If you're just joining, we're in the middle of 10-shot rock and roll trivia. I should cut the thing on.
Don't worry, kids. That'll be back. He's just dropping some
There
kids
it
off at
is.
the pool.
Sorry. All right. There's
Good.
the ticker.
All right.
All right. Yes. So we are going to question 4.
Yep. Number 4.
Jay Santiago and Ryan OU812. Question number 4. Good luck. In this Milwaukee, Wisconsin band's early days, they frequently played coffee houses and street corners. They were discovered by James Honeyman Scott of the Pretenders. Yep. On August 23rd, 1981. Name this band. What band are we talking about here? Discovered by James Honeyman Scott of the Pretenders.
Lawnmower Tapes. Lawnmower Tapes is in with the correct answer.
Violent Femmes. You got
Violent
it, bro.
Femmes.
Well played, Lawnmower.
Lawnmower
Nice
Tapes
job.
on the board. Past
Yep.
winner. Strong trivia player. Everybody here I see has won who I'm looking at.
Yeah.
And they know their stuff. So it's anyone's game, man.
Wash your hands, Ed. You're not listening to me.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, of course I did.
Is there a delay?
Of course I did.
That's funny as hell.
I don't know. Is there?
I don't know.
Mighty dry, Ed.
Oh shit.
Let's
go on to number 5 before we get ourselves in trouble.
I know, Ed. Wash your hands, bro. All right, number 5. Good luck. All right.
Number 5 is alive.
All right, number 5 may, Charles, be the hardest one on the board. Am I kind of right?
I beg to differ.
I think that's later. Yeah, I think
these guys are going to go, huh? And
there's a couple down below, Yeah, there's a couple down lower that are going to. Although when we say that, Charles, they end up getting them. So you never know.
There's always one out there who knows the answer, but I wish I could say Steve's response in the green room before the show when we were going over these. So I won't, but it was hilarious. Let me just say that. Tony
That's great.
is the king of questions, you guys.
Yeah, man. We don't even, none of us ever even think about writing any or sending them in because he's doing it.
So
he's killing it.
Let me say this. They said that I send this crew the answers only to the questions, not the questions. They don't see the questions until we get in the green room, and half the time if we're late, it's not until we're live. So they enjoy seeing how they're written.
Cares?
Yeah, exactly. Right. Let's go to the next one. Fuck
I care.
Nobody cares.
I swear to God.
You're right. Nobody fucking cares. Let's go to the next one. All right. I know the leader right now cares. All right.
Kurt just ratted Ed out.
Number 5. All right, here we go.
Number 5.
Number 5. Get ready to type. Here we are.
Yeah, right.
All right. He was raised in his father's large home on extensive property where he regularly helps his family pick apples and care for their horses. He attended Romeo High School. Name him.
No, it's not him. Oh, Dave Z. Holy crap! Right away, Dave Z.
Where?
Kid Rock.
Where?
Didn't I tell you guys that?
Yep.
I said it's going to be Dave
Z
and Christopher Silva.
Nice,
you did. They were 1 and 2. Dave Z and Silva were 1 and 2, right behind each other.
Yep.
That's fantastic.
They're Detroit
Way to go.
Boys.
They know that Kid Rock.
They're Detroit boys. I did not write that for any knowing. I know they're Detroit boys. And
that's awesome, man.
There they are too, by the way.
There they are.
Yep.
They probably went to Romeo High School.
Excellent.
But
that's great.
I did not write these questions for any favor or anything. It was a Kid Rock.
We know.
Pure question about Kid Rock. That's all.
Absolutely.
No one.
Steve's like, no need to get that.
Yeah.
I like Kurt's answer.
Craziness.
Number 5, Corey Taylor. Not bad.
There you
Not
go.
bad.
Right on.
Yeah, man.
All right. So we got to go to question 6. What's the score, B?
So we got OU812. Ryan's got one. Lawnmower Tapes has one. Dave Z has one, and Jay Santiago is in the lead with 2.
Right on.
Still anybody's game.
Yes, good game. All right. So number 6.
Nice.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So good luck. Number 6.
Mm-hmm.
Get ready. Shifting gears here slightly. I know you lurkers are out there. I know you are. I want to see a new winner here tonight. Last week we had a new winner, but I always love to see new winners. I love you previous winners, and you guys rock, but I always, I want to see a new winner. I want to send them all our guitar picks. Let's go to number 6. All right. It's quick. If you know it, you know it. If you don't, you don't. Get ready to put your fingers on the keyboard. Really. Number 6.
Just type
According to Kenny Chesney, all he wants for Christmas is what?
Beer? No. No.
He ain't asking for much.
No.
Cool in the gang.
Wrong. 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 Wrong.
Solid poop.
Robbie.
Everybody wants that, but no.
Shit.
There it is. Jay Santiago is in again with a real good tan.
Yeah, a real good tan.
Nice.
You got it, baby.
Yeah, there it is.
Nice, Jay.
You got it, man.
I was going to say sleeves. Is he the one that never wears sleeves?
A real good tan.
No. A real good man.
That's the best Christmas song of all time in my book.
Okay.
It is.
Well,
for
Christmas up here, you're not getting a tan. Not in my area or Ed's. We're not getting a tan up here. You get frostbite.
Right.
Blue balls. Frozen balls.
It was a nice day here today. We've gotten almost, Charles, back up to 80 here in the Carolinas after a wintertime conditions.
Gee.
Well, I wouldn't call it quite that warm and fuzzy on my neck of the woods. It's still pretty chilly. It was
almost 80 here today.
It was warm this afternoon. I'll give it that. It really was.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, let's cruise to number 7. Jay Santiago is wanting it tonight. Still, it's anyone's game.
Uh-huh.
All right. So, real quick, before we go to number 7, I know you're going to get this next one, though. So, you need to stay right on that keyboard. This next one is an easy one, but this game of 10-shot rock and roll trivia is brought to you tonight by our friends at Legend Picks. If you want custom guitar picks, Greg at Legend Picks, there's a link down below. He makes guitar picks for all these cats and for us cats, and can make them for you too. And yeah, you'll dig them. Send him your artwork. Dream big. He's a great dude.
Randy just got here. Randy Price. You could still win, Randy, but you have to get the rest of the questions right. So.
Yeah, Randy, good to see you, dude.
You rock, Randy.
It's anyone's game, though. So where's the lurkers?
It is.
Come roaring in. All right. So we're going to question number 7.
R2, R3. You're funny.
R2, I
Okay.
want you to win tonight, dude. You can do it, bro. Come on, man. No, man. You can do it.
You got this.
You got this, man.
He's
Piece
got
of
both
cake.
hands on his guitar. He can't
Piece
type.
of cake. Couple questions, and boom, boom, and right to number 10, and you got this, dude. All right. Number 7. All right, here we go. Good luck. Although he recorded 5 albums and was inducted into the Nashville Songwriters Hall of Fame in 1995, Dave Loggins is most known for what song? Dave Loggins.
Not Kenny. Not Kenny Loggins. There.
And need all the words to this song title. Bring it.
It's that fucking danger zone.
I'm singing Caddyshack right now, Brendan. Can't help it.
No.
Already.
No, it's Randy Price. See, I told you. Randy Price comes in and he starts winning questions.
Wow.
Where's it at? Please come to Boston. That's it.
Damn, Randy, that's awesome.
I didn't know that. None of us knew that. Well, Tony did.
No way.
I knew that, of course.
I didn't. Steve didn't. Ed didn't. Charles didn't. That's okay.
That's a great song, though. You have to, and it's been covered once or twice, but man, it's a great song, dude.
Yeah. Randy Price is talking smack again, man.
Right on, Randy.
Randy's on the road. Randy's won here before. Randy smoked him. Randy
He has.
didn't show up to question 7, no problem.
There is some lag going on, just so you know. Ed's getting a little choppy. Tony was. I'm sure I was.
I was.
Steve and Charles are fine. You guys are fine. So I don't know.
All right. So here's what we're going to do about that.
Anyhow.
All right. Before we go to question 8, everybody within the sound of my voice, hit refresh now.
Where? YouTube?
All right. Right on.
Ed
kicked himself out.
Ding dong.
Gnfnr.
Where did Edvis has left the building? There he is.
All right.
I think. Oh, he messed it up now. That's just a white screen.
Good idea, Tony. Way to go, bud. This is working.
Way to go, Ed.
All right.
Oh, son of a bitch. There he is, I think. I got him too.
I'm like, why'd you leave
there he
that
is.
stage,
man?
Hey,
yeah. No, I didn't. I couldn't. No, where'd Tony go? What the hell is going on?
You probably hit refresh.
Oh, boy. I'm not hitting refresh. I am not hitting refresh.
It'll throw us out. Well, I didn't think he was really talking to us because it'll throw us out of the chat if we do that.
No. Well,
actually, that was a great idea.
YouTube, but
that was a great idea because I monitor my.
Can
my
you guys
CPU,
hear
my
me?
RAM and stuff.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, but never mind. It would have been me and Charles doing the show again. We know how that ended last time, right, Charles?
It's okay because Sandra's in the chat right now, and she's got our back secretly, so we're all cool.
Yeah, but she's not. She's not in here. She's not in here though. You know. Oh boy. Anyway. Okay, so I think we can move on to number 8. Tony. I think we're good. I believe we're good. Maybe let's finish this damn game, and then we can refresh stuff.
Yeah. Plus Steve is waiting.
Hey, Adam Roach is going to edit some of this Steve Clark, the Zeke Clark. I'm sorry, not Steve Clark. I got that on the brain. Zeke Clark for Steve. We cannot wait, nice. And you be well, Adam. It's good seeing you.
You guys can hear me okay?
Yeah. Hang on a second, Tony. Did you guys hear part 1 of the Zeke Clark interview?
Absolutely.
Oh, you did? Was it cool?
Absolutely. It's outstanding.
Oh, great.
You want to go down a rabbit hole? We can go down a rabbit hole
great.
right now. Okay.
Yeah, it took,
Let's finish
a
the
little bit
chat
of time
and we'll
to
open up
track
that rabbit
it
hole.
down, and then I thought it'd be cool to put that up there. I mean, no one has ever heard it. I mean, I've never even transcribed it. I've never even seen it, since then.
That's awesome.
It
was great.
Some of the best Van Halen nerd gold I've ever heard come from your interviews. It's that good. It's
That's
that
great.
good. It's as good as anything you've done, Steve. It's
oh wow, that's great.
Really
yeah,
good,
I'm
Steve.
working on part 2, which will be up.
Can't wait.
Yeah, it's funny because I couldn't remember where I was when I did the interview, because I'm talking about the gear, and there's no way I would have known, the limiters and compressors and outboard stuff unless I was looking at it.
Yeah.
I was trying to think, was I at a concert, one of their shows? And I think it was at their rehearsal. They used to have those big pre-production rehearsals like at SIR and those huge sound stages. And I think I must have been there. And Zeke was in. We were on stage, and looking at the gear. So that's how it was. It got a little bit more specific. Yeah, I'm glad you guys dug that. Yeah.
Well, just one little quick thing there. We've heard Eddie talk about the way he tinkered and dealt with his pickups a little here and there, but he's always been a little vague. Okay. He's always been, I think it was this, I think it was that.
Yeah.
But to hear Zeke actually laying it down and just giving hard, stone cold facts, it's priceless. It's utterly priceless. I cannot wait for part 2.
Fantastic.
Is my audio there, guys?
Yeah,
Right there,
perfect.
Okay, because I lost all 4 of you guys' audio for about the past 2 minutes.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
So sorry. I apologize to everyone watching. We're still.
We're good. We were having a conversation.
No. I've lost my audio of all 4 of you.
Okay.
And I was unsure if I was even being heard. But anyway, sorry. So we're still on track.
No, it's all good.
All right. Good.
We're good. We're good. We're not on number 8.
Getting weird. A couple of us have been muted all of a sudden, and I don't know what's going on.
Yep.
StreamYard. So what's the score be of the game?
So Ryan OU812 has 1. Jay has 1, 2, 3. Jay Santiago has 3. Lawnmower Tapes has 1. Dave Z has 1, and Randy Price has 1. So
perfect.
Got a good game.
All right. So we got a good game. Jay Santiago in the lead. We're going to question number 8, El Ocho.
Yep.
It starts getting hard at this point. All right. Okay. Question number 8. All right. So we're going to ask you, for you collectors, you guitar pick collectors, and I know you got big collections out there, mighty collections, badass collections, Steve. They do.
I got a lot. Yeah.
We're going to show you a picture. All right, so we're going to show you a picture of a guitar pick, of a artist guitar pick, and you are going to tell us whose guitar pick this is for question 8. First correct answer that we see. So good luck. Here we go. Whose guitar pick is this?
Jay Hannon, Jeff Loomis, Big Balls McGee. No, that's wrong, Randy. Unless that was his nickname, but no. Not Tony, it's not Clapton. Good guesses, though. No, not Colin James, not Charlie Pride, Cinderella. No. Celine Dion, no. Wow.
Great answers.
Coco Beware, no.
This person
Chuck
is
Berry, no.
badass. This pick is killer as shit, you guys.
I know Chuck Berry. That's Charles Green, but no, it's not him. Corky.
No, not mine.
Tony, why don't you give them the other clue about the pick?
I will after a couple more guesses, but I think that they're not going to get it. The shape should be self-explanatory.
Well, not to everybody. I mean, if they don't collect guitar picks, they wouldn't know.
There's your clue.
They might.
There's your clue.
Atkins, no. It's not Brian Baseman, no.
Bring it. Where's it at? Where's my answer?
Kerry King is a great guess, Randy.
Colin Hay, no.
I want one of these guitar picks.
Those are really good guesses, you guys.
Brian Baseman, yeah, I think the Under the Bus Boys should make their own.
They need to call Greg at Legend Picks.
And no, Sandra, it doesn't say Dude's birthday, but you know.
Dude's birthday, exactly. Thank you, Sandra.
Not Skolnick. I think they need another hint because.
Look at the shape of the guitar pick. Look at the shape of the guitar pick. All right, so you know Jeff LaBar from Cinderella likes the triangle picks. Izzy Stradlin from Cinderella or from Guns N' Roses, but so primarily, who likes their triangle picks like this? Come on, kids.
Good guesses, Christopher Silva. Real good guesses, buddy.
Good guess, but
you guys
not the second
are
one.
Players, man.
There you go, Ben Tom. Ben Tom is on the right track, but no.
Have I got to hold their hand across the finish line, B?
Yeah, I think you're dragging them to it a little bit closer.
Come on, kids.
They're in the ballpark. They're getting there. Christopher Silva's in the ballpark.
Getting close.
A little bit of Rex Ryan. I want a Rex Ryan guitar pick, but no, not Slash.
It's gonna have a foot on it.
Man, so you collectors, you need this in your collection. You know, you should have
It's a bass player's pick, kids. It's a bass player's pick. I don't want to see any more guitar names in there. Guitar players' names. Bass player, people.
And he kicks ass. Okay?
Foot cake. No, it's not feet cake. It's not Mike Clancy's. Not Cliff Burton.
Big fan of this band, man. This is
cake.
It's not Les Claypool. I don't think he plays with a pick either, does he?
Yeah, Jay, good guess. Good guess, brother.
Flay, no. Carol Kay. Great bass player, but no.
Great guess, too.
Not Squire, not Billy Sheehan. Yeah.
We may have to shut down, B.
Wow.
I think we're gonna because they're not gonna get it.
Great guesses.
This is a tough one, man.
Great guesses.
Let's call it and move on to number 9 because they're not getting it.
All right, we're gonna call it. We'll come back to this. So stop answering.
Here,
I'm gonna
put a marker in there. I did.
Go.
I put three dots in there.
All right, I'll put 1, 2. There's your stopper. All right, so
if it comes up before we get to the next question, we'll say it. But go ahead.
All right.
Let's ask number 9.
Yeah, so don't answer anymore for that. We'll come back to that. So we're going to question 9.
Yep.
I thought everybody had that guitar pick in their collection, Steve.
Nope. Nobody does.
Well, you and Steve probably have it. Tony does because that's the picture. And you probably.
Oh, I got it.
Might be in there somewhere.
Yeah, I got a couple. All right, so number 9.
Check the couch cushions. All right, yeah.
This company was a sound
wait a
equipment
minute.
provider.
Wait. Are we not taking any more guesses?
We're not.
Or you want to take one? Okay.
No. This company was
All
a
right.
sound equipment provider of touring sound reinforcement equipment and services to the concert touring industry, based in Dallas from 1970 to 2000. Name the company. Who are they? Layup, finger roll.
Not Marshall, not Bose.
Steve Rosen got it right away.
Yes, you did.
The only one I got, or the photo.
Don't you have to tell him that?
There it is. Quentin James got it.
Quentin James. Shoko, you got
he was in.
Right on.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Excellent.
Jay Santiago right behind him.
Yeah.
Ryan OU812 right behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Riders of Rohan.
Nice.
Okay, right on. So,
right.
Brendan, what's the score going to 10?
Well, so Jay Santiago's in the lead with 3. Got OU812 Ryan, Lawnmower Tapes, Dave Z, Randy Price, and Quentin all have 1.
So we have a winner. I guess we do.
We do, unless you want to go back to number 8.
We haven't done question 9. Oh, I'm so sorry. My bad.
No, you're good. You're good.
So
you're good.
So Jay Santiago is our winner by default.
Yep.
He is the winner.
Right on, Jay.
Nice job,
So Jay, congratulations, dude. Email me your stats. I know you've won here before, but email it again so it's at the top, so I can send you that Bon Jovi guitar pick and the Who 07 after show pass. That's cool, dude. You got it. Excellent. So we got to figure out. We still got something on the board going to question number 10. Let's give away another guitar pick, shall we?
All right.
Yeah. Let's all right. So this is what we'll do here for you. For the last question, we're going to give a double dip. Jay, so have a seat and sit this one out. We're going to give the kids something else to play for 1 question for 2 guitar picks. 2.
Excellent.
And if you're a new winner here, you'll get a whole lot more guitar picks. But so both of these are one-sided guitar picks, and this is the very last Kramer guitar pick that I have. And we're gonna give you another Bon Jovi pick.
Oh, that's awesome.
A Kramer heavy.
Nice.
That's for question 10. If you are the winner of this, email me your name and address. There's a trivia winner's email down below. 1 question for this. We'll send you more guitar picks if you don't have them from around here. All right. So this question number 10, we'll put that aside right on top of that. But this question number 10 tonight is brought to you by Jay Santiago for kicking everyone's ass through questions 1 through 9. So, all right.
Patty Dill knows.
Question.
He knows what question 10 is. usually.
Oh yeah,
It's all about.
she
Yeah.
does.
So question 10, when we get to question 10, it is about what goes on around here and know the show. You should know the show around here. And if you do, you'll have a good chance here. Yeah. All right. Okay. So number 10. All right, number 10. Good luck. The homegrown question for tonight, number 10, for those two picks. Jay, have a seat on this one. On Halenville Live on September 26th, rating the songs Mammoth 2. Who on the panel amassed the most stars at the end of all the voting? For those on the panel, who had the most stars? And this is for those two
Who
picks.
loved it
First
the most?
correct answer that we see. Who had the most stars on that show?
Sova got it.
There it is. Fruitcake, you got it. That's right.
Well played, Christopher.
Nice.
Right there,
Yep.
buddy.
All right.
Had a
So
1 out of 3 chance.
Nice.
33.33. 33333.
3.
nice. Yes. So,
Yep.
all right. There you go.
Sova.
Excellent.
Sova wins again. Right on, Sova. All right, dude. So, thanks for playing, everybody. Jay Santiago and Christopher Live Sova are the big winners for tonight.
Better than that.
Yeah. They kicked all your asses. They did. But yeah, Jay, email me your stuff. Sova, I'll send that out to you too. Everyone, thanks for playing. We'll play it again next Saturday night. Yeah.
By the way, in the chat, I just want to shout it out for Christopher. He wants you all to know that the monkey's off his back, and he's back, you guys. So you better beware. Bring your A game trivia. How's it? Summed it up, right?
I think they're saying Sova here. Sova.
That is
Sova.
right. He hadn't won in a little while. He is the all-time winningest trivia guy here, but you're right, he has not won. I haven't mailed him something in a little bit. So you broke the slump, dude. You're back.
He's back, baby.
Nice.
Good job.
Dude. Yeah, man. All right.
BRB.
Yeah. So Steve, last real thing that comes to mind about hearing about Les Paul is when Eddie did the thing in 2015 at the Smithsonian. He spoke about Les Paul and spoke about speaking to him on the phone, and he would call late at night. They would call each other late at night. What are you doing, man? I've cut these little things of sandpaper out, and I'm super gluing on all my guitar picks. I can't hold on to the damn things, and but that is about the last stuff that I ever heard out of Les Paul, Steve.
Yeah, man. You know, I had some of those guitar picks. I forgot where I got them. Yeah, I had a couple of them. They were indeed sandpaper. I mean, they were strange. You know, it's funny you bring up Edward on the Smithsonian thing there, because Les Paul comes up, and by that time, when was that? 2015? So I hadn't spoken to Ed. Was that 12 years? But you know, I'm the one, you know, what I talked about earlier. I mean, I introduced, you know, those two guys together, you know, and I don't know, it would have been nice if Ed had mentioned that, you know, hey, I first met Les Paul at the Guitar Center induction, but that's not how Ed thought, you know, and I don't even know if he would remember. I don't even know if he remembered it, to be honest. I write in the book, you know, it's funny that you bring that up. I'm glad you did. So I'm in the thick of when I was going to write the original biography, right back in '85. The induction was in '84, September, I think. Can't remember exactly. And I went, one, because I knew Edward was going to be there, and I knew all these amazing people were going to be there. But it's not like Ed said, hey, man, I'm going to be there. Why don't you come along? You know, it wasn't one of those things, or why don't you come along, man? It could be interesting for the book. I mean, he never thought like that. And in fact, the next day, I think I was up at 5150, or we were talking, and, you know, and I had this conversation with him a few times. I go, Ed, hey, man, you know, I'm not trying to, you know, get you to tell me everywhere you're going to be, but, you know, if you could just maybe give me a heads up, you know, when you're going to do something like that, you know, it'd be great if I could, excuse me, be there and, you know, just be part of that, you know, and write about it ultimately in the book and stuff, you know. And he said, well, man, you know, I didn't know I was going until the last minute, you know. I didn't know. And I said, yeah, I understand. I said, you know, but if you could just, you know, if you could just let me know. He goes, well, man, I never know. And I said, yeah, you know, it's okay. I was there. And he goes, oh, you were there? This is one day after I was there with him in this room with he and Les Paul for 2 hours. And not only didn't he remember that I introduced him to Les Paul, he didn't even remember I was there. And that happened over and over.
And that was 2 days later.
That was 1 day later. It was the next day, you know. And I tried to explain it, you know. His head must have been so full of, you know, what guitar riff, you know, am I thinking about? And, you know, so I never took it personally, but it got a little discouraging because, you know, he'd do these things that, I mean, I would have loved to have been there. And it's like, my God, I'm missing this stuff, you know, and who's going to write about it? Who's going to, you know, chronicle it? And now, you know, I'm not saying it was all me, but all of those moments are gone. Unless there was some photographs taken at these various events. I mean, no one ever knows. No one now knows.
Hey, Dave.
Whatever happened.
Plus, Steve, you know, you're still at that point. Unless I'm incorrect, you were still trying to write the book.
I was.
So you needed all that fuel.
I needed all of that, you know. And he just
right there.
You know, Ed. At the end of the day, Ed just, I don't think, so the 2 creamers you got from Ed wasn't me. Sorry, guys. I know that Ed wanted to do the book because he would have said, hey, you know, when I asked him about it, he would have said, no, I don't want to do it. And I would have gone, okay. And that would have been a hard pill to swallow, but I could have understood that. But I think in the beginning, he really wanted to do it. And then he just could never quite understand the importance or the significance of it. And, you know, which goes into his whole thing about not understanding, I believe, his own legacy and who he was and what a huge shadow he cast and how important he was. But you know, you can only push so hard, and
Hey, Zach.
all that stuff. So yeah, so now all those moments are gone forever. You know, I wanted to sit down with him and talk about his family and his mom and his dad. And what was it like when he was a little kid back in the Netherlands? You know, and you know, all those things.
Don't get too depressed, bro. You've got like you know, quite a lot of material here that you're blessing us with, and you're not even done. So because part 2's coming out, guys. Ooh, it's gonna be so good.
You're putting words in my mouth here, bro.
Yeah, it's okay. These ones are gonna fly, bro.
Yeah, but yeah, so he was a funny guy. You know, he can remember the first guitar lick he ever played when he was 12, but he couldn't remember the, you know, meeting Les Paul or who introduced him. So,
wow,
you know, that's what was so endearing about him, I guess.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Just unbelievable.
All right, kids. Let me show you some. Let me show you what's going out the door tonight first, though. This is what went out for question number 10.
Beautiful.
Be right back, guys.
Right on, bro.
You got a Bon Jovi and a Kramer.
excuse me.
And for Jay, he gets the Bon Jovi pick right there. And the Who.
Nice.
After show, the Who guest pass right there. That's coming to you, Jay. Yeah, it is. Let me show you some Les Paul guitar picks. I'm going to show you a couple of things. All right.
Wow, that's really, really cool.
That's
How
cool.
old is that pick, Tony?
I've had it a number of years.
It looks thick. What gauge is that?
It's
it looks heavy.
Yeah. Well, it looks about a medium though.
It's a medium, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have called it a heavy. That's what I'd have called it, but Tony knows.
Oh.
Les Paul and Friends.
Wow.
All right.
I like that one.
That's really slick. Have we done a Les Paul show me your pick before this one, you guys? Just out of curiosity, or is this the first one we're doing here with Steve?
Yeah.
I didn't
this
remember
is the first Les Paul. Yeah, no.
That pops. I like that.
This is the first
gold
one.
on black.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that one. Even
nice?
better. That is
now, Tony.
sweet.
What is that called in the pick world? What would you call that right there?
Yeah.
I don't know the
psychedelic.
It looks like almost
color.
like abalone, kind of to me. You know, multicolored abalone.
Right. Let me change this camera view and I'll show you something else.
I love that one. That last one was amazing.
Clown vomit, Ryan says.
Oh yeah, that's right. Clown vomit. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Interesting.
Mike. Your mic.
All right, you can hear me now.
There you go. Yep.
So this was offered in the 90s. It's the Les Paul Master Pack. Okay. And it's on like a cardboard thing. But inside is
strings.
This is a Les Paul guitar strap. Okay. And
wow.
A set of strings. Okay. And
that's awesome.
There is a little holder. This white thing is like a holder that holds on the table upright this image of Les Paul here, if you take all this stuff. And as you see, there are some, how many of these are there? Where are they at? There they are, right?
There they are, Tony, right there.
The guitar picks in there. There they are. All right. You can see that.
Yep.
Cool.
And you see, that's from the 90s?
Yeah.
Wow.
That screams like 70s. Like from Ronco, the Les Paul collection.
I'd guess it older than that too, Ed.
Here's another one up there on the other side of these guitar picks. This guy.
Oh, you got 3 of them?
Look at that old Gibson pick, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Les
cool.
Paul is on the opposite side, though, as I don't know where they are in here.
Wow,
now.
that's cool as shit, man.
That's neat.
That's really
Jumping
neat.
around, but this is called the Les Paul Master Pack,
Wow.
and I'm not going to open this up at all.
Good for you.
And yeah.
Wow.
Hey guys, I don't mean to interrupt you. I got to jump. I got to get going here. So
All right, sir.
just want to say I had a great time. It's fun.
Thank you.
Thank you,
guys.
Steve.
And next
Great
time,
stories.
Tony, make those questions simpler, dude.
Steve, we love you. Thank you so much, man.
Thanks, Steve.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Steve,
We'll talk
thanks for
soon.
being
bud.
here. Everybody,
guys.
the legendary rock journalist Steve Rosen.
Peace
Rock on,
out,
buddy.
Steve. Have a good
Hey,
one, man.
We appreciate you.
Right on.
Bye.
See you, Steve.
That was awesome.
All righty. Awesome.
All righty.
Always great to see Steve. Yeah, man. Yeah.
I was going to reiterate and mention about his audio book up and coming here. We're hoping so. I didn't. I let him go this time. You guys. I let it go.
Yeah. So he's just uploaded, him and Adam, another read through. So just a couple of days ago, you can catch that out there. Yeah, man. So that was fun, man. Yeah.
I missed
Paul,
I missed your pick. So I don't know if you want to go back to that because I wasn't able to take it. I was upstairs.
my pick. Nah, it's good tonight. No, you're good.
Pick.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got
We're good.
someone get it?
We're good. Yeah.
Okay. Good.
We
Can I
are
open this
good.
thing?
Yeah,
open
we
that
got an unboxing. Let's open it up.
I got an unenveloping from Fruitcake Tony. Oh, yep. Rip it out there. Oh. Yeah, I got a tissue. What, am I crying? Thank you, Tony. I see why. It's a tissue because I'm going to cry because it's so awesome. Thank you, Tony. It is. I'll take it out of the protective plastic. Look at this. Look at this, kids. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Very cool.
Oh,
Look at
yeah.
this.
Time
Sweet.
machine. Nice.
Time
Got my own photo pass. Yes.
That's
Thank
really
you, sir.
cool. Very
Yeah, time
nice.
stand still, sir. Nice. Excellent.
Right on, dude.
Yep. 2010. Yep, 2010. Thank you, Tony.
Yeah, dude.
That freaking rocks, man. I appreciate that. Was
Yeah.
the tissue was because I was gonna bring tears to my eyes? Is that what
Gonna
that was?
cry.
No.
Are you gonna cry?
I think it was.
If it got moist and just along the way
Oh.
that needed a little something before it got, I knew it wouldn't be but a couple days.
Great word, man.
Moist.
Yeah.
Why does
No,
everybody-
so
Why does
I
everybody hate
got
that
these
word?
I
don't
got
know.
these new passes for
That's great, man.
our 10-shot rock and roll trivia prizes, but I knew that I saw those rush passes in there, and I grabbed one right away and mailed it out to you.
That comment's gonna stay up for the rest of the show, so just so you know. But yeah, thank you, Patty Dillon. You are absolutely correct.
Yes.
We love Rush.
Pipe
here.
down, Monica.
Monique loves Rush
all good.
too, Brandon. She's just playing with you. She loves Geddy Lee. Loves Geddy.
Look. Let me ask Monica one question.
Monica, it's Monique. It's Monique.
I'm sorry,
Monique. I was calling her Monica.
You said Monica.
Now I got Charles doing it.
He was playing though, Charles.
Sorry, buddy. Sorry, buddy.
Have you ever listened to 2112 of Rush? Just get 2112 and listen to it start to finish if you've never done that. That, I swear, you've got to like that. There's
a couple songs. I mean, there's a bunch of songs that they don't even sing in, so you can listen to those. Monique.
Yeah, if you don't like the
That's
voice.
What, I mean, for the people
voice.
There are people that don't like Rush because of Geddy's voice, and I get it. You know, you're all tone deaf and you can't hear, but I get it. It's fine. It's like Ed liking the Patriots. I get it. I don't understand it, but I get it.
Damn.
I did not go there.
You got it. Well, yeah, but you got to trash talk when you're a Jets fan and a Patriots fan. Oh, you got to.
Yeah.
New York and Boston. You have to. You're not friends if you don't bust balls about that. Yeah. Right. What are you throwing in the towel, Tony?
And by the way, Brandon, the Celtics just beat the Brooklyn Nets.
That's right. I'm a Knicks fan.
They beat them too.
I'm sure they did. I think they did actually opening day.
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
they did. Yeah, that's great. Anyway, gotta have a little rivalry. Yeah, R2 Caress of Steel was actually my first Rush album. Good album.
That's good Rush too. By Tor and the Snow Dog, dude.
That was freaking Fly By Night. That was awesome.
Fly By Night.
Right on. So before we wind things down, let me give the guys a heads up on what's coming up here on the channel here in the near future. All right. Okay, so how do I want to say this? So let me just say that first of all, on Tuesdays around here, us being big Van Halen fans, as you know, in case you didn't, we are. We talk Van Halen here every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern. And I'll say it like this: tomorrow, I hope it's in the can, but to secure a interview with a former Van Halen guitar tech.
How cool is that?
That is.
Good night, Lewis.
Damn
Lewis
cool.
is taking off. Good night,
Lewis.
Good
Good
night,
to see you, sir.
Lewis, you rock, brother.
That's awesome, T.
Yeah.
Great show.
It's not in the can yet, but it is. Yeah.
It's on the lid.
It's on the lid. We're looking down in the can. You know, it needs to drop. Clink.
Good one.
Kerplunk. But yeah, so hopefully we can have you something special here on Tuesday upcoming here when we talk about Van Halen on Tuesday, which we will no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
I assure you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, kids, don't forget to turn your clocks back tonight.
That is right.
You get that extra hours of sleep. So
jump back, as Van Halen would
fall
say.
back.
Jump back.
Let's fall back and spring ahead.
Jump back. What's that sound?
I don't know. Reach down,
touch
between my legs, and ease the seat back. No.
Yeah.
Hey Zach.
Graze your forearm on the way by. Never mind. I didn't say that.
Oh boy.
Sorry. Hi, Ellie.
Hi, Ellie.
Sorry, I
Hi,
didn't
Ellie.
say that.
Hi, Ellie. Hi. Yeah. Okay.
Hey,
little
Zach
bit.
Long. It's good to see you, Zach. I
Yeah,
didn't get
Zach,
to say
good
hi
to see
earlier,
you.
brother. Right on, man.
What's up, Zach?
Yeah, Monique.
So,
Oh, I'm sorry, Tony. Go ahead.
no,
bro.
you go ahead, Charles.
She's talking about Bon Jovi. This, yes, with Richie. Oh my God! You know what else? I really kind of wish they would do. They cut their original bass player. His name eludes me right now. I'm so sorry.
Alex John Sutton.
Thank you. They
Very
cut
good.
him very early. After all of the great heyday, he hasn't been around, and I would love to see a reunion with him.
That'd be cool.
Absolutely would love it, and that is an absolute must-see show to see Richie Sambora stand on a stage again with John Bon Jovi and those boys.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Alec, shortly after they were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Alec John Such passed away, bro.
He did. Yes, he won't be. Yeah, I remember
That's
that.
right. That's
Yeah.
right.
I think.
That's right.
I think. Yeah.
I just remembered that. Shit.
We talked about it. I think
We
too.
did.
But yeah.
Yeah, we did
I
an
got so excited at the
episode
reunion, I
on
forgot.
Alec John Such. Yeah, we did.
Oh, rest in peace. Damn.
So it's hard to think like that sometimes too, Charles, because I'll think of somebody and be like, "Oh no, he passed away." I'm like, "Oh man, he just sucks."
I know.
Damn. Oh well. Rest in peace, brother.
Yeah.
So on the show me your pick side of the channel for next week, I don't have any images or artwork in yet, but let me say this. We are going to spotlight a band that was very, very liked by a former co-host here, Gary Big G Tholander.
Yep.
One of his favorite bands in the world, and I've been waiting to do this episode so we can speak of Gary here on the show for an evening. So yeah,
cool.
Not saying any more than that here now, but next week's show is dedicated to the memory of Gary Big G Tholander.
All right.
We'll have a couple special guests in here for that one, and a great band that he adored that I've never forgotten, and we're going to honor Gary next Saturday. Rest in peace, Big G. Miss you, bro.
It's gonna be a special show. Very
Spent
special.
a lot of time here on the channel with Gary and Sandra. A lot of episodes here Gary did with us, so we're gonna recognize Gary here next weekend here, so it'll be nice. So yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everybody, thanks for being here. We love you. This is our favorite night of the week. Subscribe here if you're not already, and share these Show Me Your Pick episodes out on your social media sites. I appreciate that. It helps us grow. It brings awareness. We want to spread good vibes about rock music and rock memorabilia here that we've collected from great concerts and great experiences in our lifetime. That's what this channel is all about. That's why we do this here, because we love music and what it brings and the experiences. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is Richie.
Yep.
Yeah.
With less.
That's awesome.
Cool. Nice.
All right. So on your way out, kids, tonight, leave a thumbs up on the video here. And we'll be back next Saturday night here for you. And we'll be back here on Tuesday, hopefully with some serious next level Van Halen shit. That's what we like to try to pull off. But yeah, like I say, you might see a ex Van Halen guitar tech in here come
Cool.
Tuesday. Yeah, man.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
All
Nice.
right.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. All right. We're going to be out of here. Everybody, we love you. Charles Green, Brendan B. Squared, Ed DeBrill. We out. See ya. Peace.
Right on.
Bye-bye.
And I can't get up.
A few moments later.
Macaroni with the chicken strips.
I already ate the macaroni.
Surprise, motherfucker.
I'll take the chicken strips with ketchup.
No profanity.
Oh, I'm hungry.
That's enough for me.
All right. We go. Bye-bye. Have some milk. All right.